Good morning, teacher and classmates. My name is Madihali Guerra, and today I will be presenting my SWOT analysis on Cerro Punta, Chiriqui, Panama. First, the strengths. First, we have the cabin lodges. So in order to stay in Cerro Punta overnight, you should stay in cabin lodges. They're very comfortable and they're very family and friend oriented. Then we have 80% of Panama's vegetables are produced here. Hence, if you're a fanatic or an enthusiast of crops and the way agriculture works, this is a perfect place for you. Days are windy and nights are comfortably cool. So in comparison to the rest of Panama, it's not hot. It's not a warm, hot weather as most Panamanians are used to, most locals are used to. It's and in between hot and cold, it's very pleasant. Then we have Haras and Cerro Punta and Haras Carinthia. Cerro Punta has the two main, most famous and known horse breeding and competition centers. So you can go there and look at the animals as well as ride horses and have a good time. And lastly, we have hiking trails. They are very accessible and they are free in Cerro Punta. So if you're a fanatic of exercise and like to hike, this is a perfect place for you. On to weaknesses. So it is a very secluded place. It is 7 hours a drive from the city to Cerro Punta. Then small social gatherings and events is what's common since it's not a very populated big place of Panama. Tap water is ice cold. Since the weather is cold, water in order to shower or to drink from the tap is freezed, is very cold in comparison to other places in Panama. There's also cold weather and heating systems are expensive and needed in every household if you want warm, heatable water. And as you can see in this graph, the temperature in Cerro Punta is very cold in comparison to other places in Panama, where it's always hot. In Cerro Punta, it varies, but mostly it's very cold weather. Now, opportunities. There's an opportunity of expansion because it's a very small, resourceful place in Panama that produces a lot of goods. It has a lot of potential for expansion. Demographics. It is a very known place for elders and people who want to retire to choose this place to actually retire and live the rest of their lives in peace and tranquility. Low competition for local businesses and sellers. Because it's a small place and it produces a lot of goods, there are specific sellers and a specific amount of institutions who sell these goods. And so it's a low competition market and it's great for those who want to establish their own shops or businesses in this area. It's also environment friendly, so every project done in this place has to be environment friendly since the ecosystem and nature is always taken in consideration. And lastly, we have threats. It is known that infrastructure fails are a possibility in this place due to environmental causes. It rains a lot and sometimes earthquakes can also occur, which is a topic that I will discuss further on in this same slide. But it is very likable for these infrastructure failures to happen when it comes to bridges or roads that can be destroyed and need to be reinstated once again, rebuilt. So people sometimes could get stuck where they are outside or inside of Cerro Punta. Then we have environmental disasters. Now, this is a topic I wanted to touch on because there's a lot of earthquakes and thunderstorms. It is very likely that environmental disasters may cause a negative effect in the people and the production of goods as well. On the other hand, contrastingly, we have the overproduction of goods of agriculture. Because it's the main production site in Panama, there's always the risk that there may be an overproduction and these goods may be wasted. Then we have rain and thunderstorms. As previously said, it rains a lot, thunderstorms are very common, and sometimes infrastructure can be affected by this. And lastly, we have financial conditions being affected by political corruption. Panama is known for being politically corrupt. And because Cerro Punta is such an exploitable a financially stable place, it is very likely that politicians or people in charge may take advantage of this, which is why it is important for locals to vote in conscience and select people who are right for them and their own city and town. And here we have the app that I made. So I highlighted the strength number one, which is outdoor activities, which includes horse riding, which is the first picture. Then I have slogan I created, which is a hidden getaway, and a brief description of the things that you could enjoy in this place, which says, located in the mountains of the westernmost province of Chiriqui, Cerro Punta is a small, cozy haven for all. Its chilly weather and famous hot chocolate awaits you. And then we also have a second picture, which illustrates a very warm, welcoming feeling to a lodge cabin, as previously stated. And finally, here we have my sources in APA citation. Thank you very much for paying attention, for listening to me me explaining why Cerro Punta is such a small place, but a very exploitable and a tourist destination for sure. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you.